Greetings to all you dope-ass motherfuckers, you young parliamentarians, and you crazy and wild as hell alligators. It is your host with the most, Mr. Minister, bringing you back another video, another reaction video to be precise, and today's video is about being in your 20s. I am 29. If you are in your 20s, watch this 20 lessons I've learned the hard way. Alright, so for this video, because it's about 20 minutes long, I'm gonna do two parts. I'm gonna do a part one for today, and I'm gonna do a part one, wait, not a part one, a part two, my bad, for tomorrow on Friday. So yeah, let's jump into it and have some fun. And also, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on my channel, The Expedition with Mr. Minister. Go and check out my friend's art, please, and support the hell out of my art, dude. And also, yeah, man, please just support the channel. I don't know. I like the momentum I'm going on, and I really would appreciate it if you could give me, or if you could give me all the support that I'm looking for right now. Yeah, especially with these weird going ons, things are just weird for me right now. Like everything just seems weirder than usual. You know, maybe on a spiritual and a divine. Maybe in a spiritual or divine sense. But anyway, enough about that. Let's just jump straight into this video. I'm just gonna tilt this just a little bit. There we go. Oops. Alright, here we go.
Your 20s can hit you like a truck. One minute you're in school thinking you have all the time in the world, and the next minute you're 28, you're burned out, underpaid, and wondering where the last 5 years went. Nobody warns you how fast it happens. Nobody tells you that doing everything right doesn't guarantee anything. And nobody tells you that if you do the right things in your 20s, it dramatically increases your chance of good things happening for your life than if you screw up your 20s. Some things you just have to learn the hard way. Today we're going to get into the 20 harsh truths that you'll learn the hard way in your 20s. Please like, comment, subscribe if you like this type of content. I'm simply a 29-year-old idiot from Wisconsin who makes crappy yet profound YouTube videos. Harsh truth number one is nobody's coming to save you. Not your job, not your parents, not your degree. Most of us grow up believing that if we just check the right boxes, life's eventually going to take care of itself, but the truth is nobody's handing anything to any of us.
And the problem is with that, a few of my bros did that back when they were in primary and in high school. So yeah. The cards still being dealt with right now. Not good. Oh, also, guys, I did want to mention this real quick. I am not gonna be able to react to this video as much, seeing as how I'll be pressed for time due to the minimum amount of space or phone storage I have on this damn technological device. Anyway, let's resume.
Your boss doesn't care about your dreams. Your parents can't walk the path for you. You have to become your own rescue plan because society is tough and it's up to you. The moment you stop waiting for this external validation from society, from mentors, relationships, that's when you actually start building momentum. It's a harsh but freeing one, is that you're all you've got and that's enough. Like nobody owes you anything. You got to go and get what you want for yourself. And the faster you take full responsibility for your life, the faster everything changes. When I look at all the successful people in my life, they all believe firmly in controlling the narrative and that when they wake up in the morning, they can control what they accomplish and they fight as if they're the only one in the arena. Take radical responsibility, fellas. Harsh truth number two, doing everything right does not guarantee your success.
That is a mistake that each and every single one of us has made, including me and my bros, or my bros and I, however you phrase it. Look, listen, I don't care who you are, including the people who will watch this video. Even if you're watching it right now, you've made this mistake before. And you said never again. Just do me a favor, don't have the personality of a supervillain or an anti-hero who's vengeful, that is.
You can do everything right in your life. You can get a degree, land a job, follow the rules,
Yeah.
and still end up feeling lost and broken. That is
Yeah.
happening to a ton of people nowadays as the traditional career ladder is breaking down right before our eyes. We were raised to think that success was a straight line. You work hard, you go to school, you land a nice, safe career, but the game completely changed and no one's updating the instructions. And the system actually benefits when you stay confused and you chase things instead of purpose. Well, here I am. Here's why I learned, and I'm updating the instructions for you. I think you need to deeply think about what success means to you. For me, it's flexibility, it's chasing my passions, it's having financial freedom and investment income to cover my lifestyle. And the system really nowadays is rewarding people who adapt with these newer tools coming out. We can leverage the internet, we can leverage AI, which is basically a personal assistant in our pocket. And there's really no excuse to not be a good creative nowadays. The truth is, luck also plays a role, timing plays a role, but you can either keep playing this outdated game or you can start writing your own playbook and use these new tools to your advantage.
Sorry about that. Commercial popped out of nowhere.
You can start writing your own playbook and use these new tools to your advantage. Harsh truth number 3. The biggest scam in your 20s is thinking you have time. The biggest lie that everybody hears in their 20s is, oh, you've got so much time, you can figure it out later, that eventually you can grind and you'll save money someday, you'll delay investing, and you'll chase that dream after things calm down. Well, guess what? Things really don't calm down. If you think this way, then suddenly you're going to be 28. The people who took all the action are going to be miles ahead of you, and you're just still going to be in planning and thinking mode. Time doesn't stop for indecision. Every day you delay, your potential future gets smaller and smaller. Even with investing, time is everything. It's literally the exponential factor in the investing equation. And even waiting 5 years can impact you to the tune of hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you keep waiting and keep procrastinating, you might need to let some of your dreams die in your 30s and 40s. And that's always been a scary thought for me. You don't have to have everything figured out immediately, but you do need to start now, because 5 years from now, you're either going to thank yourself that you started and took action today, or you'll be heavily regretting and wondering where time went. Procrastination really feels harmless and it feels easy until you realize that there's no more escape. Now you don't even have the option. I had this wake up call in my 20s that if I don't move now on my dreams, this is not going to work out for me, and I'm going to have to go back to doing what I don't want to do. Harsh truth number 4. Time moves much faster after 25, and nobody warns you of this. When you're a kid, a year feels like forever. Like, I remember going from 13 to 14 when all the Call of Duties would come out, and it felt like every year was a whole big, huge adventure. Then after 25, years go by so fast. It's like insane. I mean, science proves that this is due to our perception. Like each year just doesn't add that much more. Like, you're adding 10% of your life going from 10 to 11 versus going from 20 to 21. It's only 5% of your life. It's basically, our perception completely changes as we get older. And I've really noticed how fast months and years go by. I mean, you start to just realize time accelerates, responsibilities pile up, distractions multiply. Before you know it, you're just living on autopilot, coasting through life. So that's why urgency matters, fellas. You can't wait to feel ready anymore, because time's not waiting for you. Yet every day you hesitate is just another day that you'll never get back. You don't need more time. You just need to focus on right now. You're not going to notice how fast life's moving until it's already past you, sadly. Next, let's get into a few harsh truths relating to career and money. Harsh truth number 5 is that most people settle for mediocrity and then they stay stuck for decades. Too many people allow themselves to get lulled to sleep in a situation that they're not thrilled about. They find themselves in a situation where they kind of feel neutral about the work they do, and they work hard enough just to not get fired, and then they get stuck. They show up, they do the bare minimum, collect a paycheck, and then call it stability. But deep down, they've sold their dreams for comfort. The golden handcuffs, they call it. You can make 80 grand a year and still be completely broken on the inside. A lot of people confuse being busy with progress, getting these grinding for promotions, sitting in all these meetings and doing the busy work just to stay at work. I never wanted to be that person. I wanted to control my own destiny and do what I want to do with my days. I was making a lot of money in my job, but I felt broke on the inside and I needed more fulfillment. So you can either spend your life building someone else's vision or finally start building your own. The longer you chase the safety and the comfort, the harder it's going to be to chase the freedom. You basically need to decide in your 20s if you want mediocrity or something more. And that's a decision that's almost entirely up to you. Harsh truth number 6. Being valuable matters more than being passionate. So everybody tells you, oh, you got to follow your passion. I'm sure I've even said that a billion times on this channel. But a lot of times that's not how the real world works. Passion is great, but skill is what gets you paid. In your 20s, you really should focus on chasing value. How do you become valuable in the marketplace? You get rewarded with in terms of real dollars. You get rewarded with the value you bring, not your enthusiasm. It's going to give you options. I chose a career in computer science, and that made me very valuable in a tech-driven world. You can love music, but if you can't, produce, mix, market your music, you're just another dreamer. In your 20s are about stacking up those skills that are going to make you useful, not just some inspired guy. You have to actually go and put in the work, build that leverage, because then those good opportunities are going to find you. Harsh truth number 7, and it's pretty closely related. Your degree isn't the best leverage, but your skills are. So your degree might get you into the door, might get your foot in the door, right? Might get you an interview or a connection at a company, but it's not going to keep you in the game. Leverage in the workplace doesn't come from the papers, all the fancy papers and diplomas sitting on your wall. It comes from the proof, and a degree is just one part of that. You need to have real world success eventually. And the world, honestly, is moving very fast. It's moving away from a lot of these outdated credentials. So you have to constantly upgrade your skills, or you're going to wake up one day, realize you've been replaced by someone hungrier than you and doing more work that's not required of them. I think AI is slowly killing college, and the marketplace slowly but surely is getting rid of these credentials, and it's going to care more and more about results. So you're either going to be improving or becoming irrelevant. There's no middle ground here. Education ends when you stop learning, not when you get that diploma. Harsh truth number 8, hard work matters, but positioning matters more. So we always grow up hearing that hard work always pays off, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
that simple, right? We live in the real world here. Some of the hardest workers on the planet are broke. Hard work only really matters when it's aimed in the right direction and when you're in the right position.
And the thing is, unfortunately, that's how the previous generations used to think. Unfortunately, for the newer generations, that is not the case at all.
Positioning means just being in the right rooms, like working on the right projects with the right people at the right time. That
Yeah,
often decides who wins. You could be a totally mediocre guy, but if you can get in with the right group of people, you're gonna elevate to their level. You're gonna become great. That corny quote that everybody always says, which is "luck is where hard work meets opportunity," is so true. Like you need the hard work, but you also need the opportunity, and that's where positioning helps. You got
that's why you can work hard, but if the opportunities are not available, what's the point? Oh, what's the goddamn point, really?
to stop grinding blindly, work strategically towards a long term goal. Hard work gets you in the game, but positioning wins it. So try to think as many moves ahead as you can and get yourself in a position to find these good opportunities. Harsh truth number 9, money is not going to fix your problems. Everybody likes to think that money is this magical solution that's going to make you happier and great. And, it's true to an extent. Like you need, if once you get enough money to have that peace of mind, the happiness does taper off for almost everybody. When you have a broken mindset around money, it's not going to matter how much money you have. If you're lazy, if you're insecure, if you're just using money to chase validation, more money is just going to amplify the chaos in your mind. You'll just end up blowing your money on the wrong things, the dopamine hits, the stupid things to impress people, because you're trying to fill a void that money can't touch. True wealth starts with the habits and what you put in your mind. Fix that, and every dollar is going to start working for you, not against you. Money just simply magnifies who you already are, so build the right foundation first. Harsh truth number 10, comfort is more dangerous than failure. So, failure hurts. Everybody watching this has probably had some failures. I certainly have had my share. But being comfortable will kill you slower, but much more effectively than failure. Like, at least failure teaches you something. Comfort just slowly drains your ambition until you wake up one day.
Alright guys, that's it for the video today. That's it for part one. I'll continue with this video tomorrow. It will be the second and the final part of the video. So to all my alligators and my young parliamentarians out there, you know, do your best out there, man. Just take care of each other and just, try and enjoy yourselves. And don't stop